bum 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 bum. We're live. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I'm waiting for this other one to start. Now, latency's down. Shoot. I should be counting. So bum bum bum. Ah! No, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that.
When you couple some kind of brain dysfunction...
No, shut up! Oh my god. No, I didn't want to do that. There, God. Oh god. You hit one wrong button, it's like, they send you flying across the internet. Like a crazy person. Alright, so, I sent Abby her 5-minute warning, because she was playing Fortnite, I think, Fortnite? Overwatch? Look on this message and see. She put a picture on Instagram, I love it. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Gave her oh wait, no, I was looking up what she was playing, didn't I? Wasn't I? Fortnite! Not my kind of game, but everybody has different tastes. Oh my god, I'm still here. Do I have anything in my... I have a bunch of junk in my inventory. We're supposed to be at spawn. If you silk touch on those little weird monster blocks, do they... No, there's not much here. If you silk touch on like a here, hold on. Mossy stone, cracked stone. Can you not see if they're monster blocks now? Iron bars. Minecraft infested. If I use a silk touch on that, will it still come away, or does it still turn into a thingy? Oops, I'm already through. Thingy. God. My mind is just not where it used to be. Those little bugs. I don't remember what they're called. It's so annoying. Do I have gold bits on? I don't. There's some slime. It's sliming it up. Ender bugs. No, what the hell are they called? They're called, they're like, it's a name of a real bug. It's pathetic, I know. I'm old. This is the wrong way. We want to go to spawn. Ooh. We have an impressive nether hub. I mean, it's super impressive. It puts other nether hubs to shame. Crap, it's not. Should be fairly safe. Oh, wow, I'm getting choke loads of lag. Spawn lags me out. I don't know why. Hello, gentlemen. How goest the grand fight? And lag. Whoop. Oh, here's an open bed. Surprisingly. Wait, where are all the villagers? We're up to 3 watching, whoever's here. Greetings, welcome, glad you're here. There goes the phone. Where the phone is. Mom's got it. Alright, so. That was from Abby. It's showing me down here on Facebook. Let's just X that out. And I'll look at it on my phone. Abby says, okie dokie. Okie dokes. I'll be late, but only playing one more game. Cool. So, today we were going to start working on this house, on the interior, to try to make it, to do something with it. Right now it's just empty. There's ooh, we still got quite a few supplies. We've got a nice, got a nice little, we might work on that. We might actually start on something else and come back to this. Because the thing I was thinking about doing, actually, down here, was making some kind of a dock. Not a dock. It'd be too high to be a dock, because it's going to be almost as high as this. To kind of follow the edge of this thing. It might be lower, actually. Follow that back there, and then we can decide on what kind of construction we want to put behind it. Almost like a boardwalk. I think it's going to be primarily made of oak, which is bad, because we don't have much oak. Can't get up here. Let's see what we're looking at supply-wise for oak. We might have to take a trip to Two Bells, because Two Bells has tons of oak. Because there's a lumberyard there. A lumberyard as well as a... wait, we're going to look down here first. Actually, we're going to look at the boathouse first. We got our fish in a barrel. He seems content. I tell you what, we're going to grab some of this oak from here. That's all there is, okay. See, I had an idea of putting some villagers up here at one point, but that's just kind of a whatever. How much oak is in this house? Not very much. So let's try spawn center and see what we got going. Only 2 watching now. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Life goes on, I guess. You know, you just gotta kind of be the life. Oh. See, when I get closer to spawn center, that's when the lag gets even worse. You know, I got super speed and I'm still just crawling along. I don't know, there's some automated stuff at spawn. I don't know if that's doing it or if it's something else entirely. There is oak here. There's a ton of ladders, and there's also chests. You know, we're going to take some of this. Actually, you know, we're going to take a bunch of this. I will place it at some future date. So what I want is almost like a boardwalk, and then look into potentially putting a house behind it. Scoti Arbita suggested a hobbit hole, which I think is a good idea. The only problem being we might not be able to get very far. I guess I could bring it down. Ow, 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 ow. Guess I could bring it down underneath here. We can't take it over this way. There's a basement right there. But see what I'm thinking almost is some steps here possibly. Maybe even a gate. And then some kind of boardwalk. And I would say it would actually come and stick out far enough, like right here. Here, a car. I think the mail's here finally.
You're right, for the mail.
It would go to right about here. Dang it. This is just, I'm just spitballing now. You understand? No, it wouldn't. It'd have to go one more. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. So if we have railing, so if it goes to about here, there could be a step up to this. But it's not going to be big enough. We could potentially reverse this, make that the step, and then put a gate there. See what I'm saying? Hold on. So we do like this. We do like this. And then we do like... Yeah, that's not going to work. It would probably be better. Let's see, grab some of these. Right now I'm just dinking around trying to figure out what we're doing. My inventory's full. Let's get rid of stuff that I don't know why I've got extra coal. Ooh, I'm low on spruce too. So if we did something like this, we could put that there. And then that would allow for... Oh, I got it in the right place. No, not quite the right place. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. I guess this isn't really for villagers, it's just to keep the baddies out. Totally froze. Seriously? Did my computer lock up? Am I still streaming? God damn it. Hey Xmods, can you hear me? Oh, what in the world? Minecraft just locked up on me. There we go. Stupid ass piece of crap. That was not cool. That was super uncool, actually. Okay, hold on. I don't have any lanterns here. Because the lantern's going to go here. Ooh, no. What if it changes level? We're going to go with logs. I think. How you doing, Xmods? Sorry, I was kind of rude. I didn't really say much when you came in. I was having some technical issues, which I hate. Now hold on, do I want it to go this low? I don't, actually. So I don't need that there. Okay, we'll set the night away and see what's happening. You are still live, says Xmods. Thank you, Xmods. I appreciate it. Zoop. Oh, I can only sleep at night. I gotta find some more lanterns. I'm just kind of feeling my way on making kind of like a little dockish boardwalk area here. And I want it to feel kind of homemade. Or... God damn it. Okay, we'll go to sleep up here. Got any lanterns in here? I mean, it doesn't matter. There's like all kinds of freaking iron. Scaffolding. Oh, I keep locking up. My computer's not happy right now. Nothing. Spruce I can use, and we will take. Now let's slip the night away. Oh, man. I want something that looks kind of homey, and almost looks like... You know the docks that you would see on, like, on the movie Oliver Twist? There was a dock. 23. I gotta get some iron so I can make lanterns. in Victorian England in the movie for Oliver Twist, there were like these docks that were they're upstairs that were they looked kind of rickety, homemade, and kind of cheap and cheesy. And that's what I want to go for here. Oh, I got loads of junk that I don't need in my inventory as usual. Dirt. Dirt. But all this wood. So what happens if I... Okay. Then let's get this out. I can. Oh, I have to be at this. Lantern? Lantern? Seriously? 20 lanterns. It'll do. Dang it. I didn't do the math right, so I got some nuggets. We'll stick them upstairs. 2 nuggets of iron. Doing good, says Xmods. We had to put our cat down here and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That's the worst. That is literally the worst. I've had to put down 2 dogs in the last few years, and it was terrible. One had leukemia, and the other, Bailey, was just crippled and unhappy. And I could have amputated a foot, and maybe made her more miserable, and she might have died from surgery. We could have put her down, and I regret my decision to put her down. I really do. What was going on with your cat? What are these? These are spruce. Alright, let's make some spruce. Go away. I hate this thing. There we go. I think I'm just a little short here. No, I'm a lot short. I need 7. That's a lot. Feels like a lot. Come here, Spruce. Okay, so we need. I'm gonna start. Actually, we'll start with this, and let's get rid of you for now. We're gonna hang on to you. My inventory's so full because I'm so bad at inventory management. It's all my fault. But what I think I can probably do here, maybe. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. This needs, okay, so this needs this. Okay, so that looks solid. Do you see what I'm going for here? I just kind of want to put a few more of these pier, or these, whatever you would call these in. And, kind of run a walkway to act as almost like so I think we're gonna pull. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this. Oh, Scoti Garvitas suggested a putting a stone base on this house, and I might still do that at some point. I'd give us some more wood. For the moment, I'm just gonna keep it with wood. Damn it! See what I mean? I'm terrible at magic. That's why I never use it, because it's an evil thing, like the Dungeons and the Dragons. Boop. Dang it. Okay. So my hope is we're gonna have some kind of a What I think we'll do to start damn it. Is we're just going to follow this natural part of the shore. And then we're going to see what that's going to look like. So it's more like a boardwalk than a dock. Okay, how's it going to do it down here? I don't know. Maybe. That might still work. That's wider than I kind of want. Alright, we'll put it in first and then we'll pull some out as we this. Okay. Alright, we gotta get some more. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, everybody, if anybody's still watching. My mother, I'm her caregiver, and she lost something, so I wanted to try to help her find it. Let's see. What is happening here? Okay, I got things in the wrong order. I hate Nick Gers. Okay. Not cool, man. Not cool. Let's see. This is so dumb. God, YouTube sucks so bad. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you're blocked now. It's ridiculous how hard YouTube makes it to actually do anything. I mean, they really, this venue really sucks, to be quite honest. Yeah, see, I can't find this guy to block him, so he won't come back. Alright. So there we go. Where are we? Is it night? It's night again. Let's go make it day. Doot 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 doot. Boop. Childish, racist douchebag. Alright, so it's not been a very good stream so far. It's kind of sucked my balls, but whatever. Oh wow, you're right, I didn't block you. YouTube makes it almost impossible for me to block you. And I can't get to your channel. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Because you're a douche. I don't want you here. Let's see what this does. Nothing. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Let's see. No. No, I don't want that. This is so ridiculous. I can't get to this guy to block him. Wait a minute. No. YouTube hates its the people that stream, I guess. It's pretty much all there is to it. No, that's not it. Hold on. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work or not. Oh. No, this isn't it.
Hello.
Hello. You're a moderator. Can you, no, you can't.
You're welcome.
Fucking YouTube, man, is the worst.
Wagwan.
I don't know if you can see the chat. The name of this
Give
guy?
us a second.
Okay, no worries. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, I see.
And I can't get to him. I can't get to like his YouTube channel to block him. You can't just like click on somebody's name now and get to their channel. At least I can't. Oh shit. I just got rid of some stuff I wanted to keep. Ah, boy.
Hi, X-Mods.
Alright. Was hidden. But see, the thing is, all that does is hide his messages. Other people can still see them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So...
I can't unhide him now, so...
That's okay. He's hidden from you. You won't be able to see his messages.
And that's not bad.
Well, I guess, but I don't want him showing up and saying whatever he wants. And I can't figure out how to get to him, though. How to, like, block him. So... I don't know. Maybe he's gone. I guess we'll find out. It's ridiculous that you can't... Oh, I can open this image. How are you? How's your day? My day... This stream has just been kind of a disaster so far, so...
I've not been bad. Just been playing some Fortnite. Played some Phasmophobia earlier.
Oh, God.
Spooky scary.
Spooky scary skeletons.
Spooky scary. It was kind of scary, yeah.
You didn't cry, did you?
Oh, no. There's one part where I spoke into the spirit box.
Yes.
And I said, "Where are you?" And he was like, "Here." And I was like, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
That's not scary.
It was scary.
All right.
And then I also said, his name was Thomas, which was ridiculous. I wish I mocked him for it, but didn't. And I just went, Thomas. And then he turned loads of lights out. I was like, okie dokie.
Yeah, it's a neat concept that the computer can recognize when you're saying the name and then
Yeah.
mess with you.
And you can find Ouija boards around, and you can just say, like, how old are you? Or where are you? And it'll move the, what's that piece called?
That is called... Oh, crap.
Go on. You've got to know this. Come on.
No, I do know it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's called like is it a plantain?
That's a kind of banana.
Hold on, I have to look it up now.
I've got it. It's alright.
What is it? What's the word? I can't remember.
A planchette.
Planchette. Okay. Yeah, I almost had it. Almost. I was so close.
Kinda, yeah.
And then I failed.
I guess.
Failed miserably.
It was close enough.
I'm a failure. Failure! Planchette. I knew it was plan something. Whoops. Alright. I need to make this look like it should be here. So... Put something here. I still don't have the hang of magic stuff.
I was confusing there for a second, but I remembered magic stuff does exist.
Yes, magic stuff. Oh, the magic stuff is making me break the wrong blocks. It's all sadness and despair. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 5. I can put it right here. Okay.
I've been watching a lot of recently.
You've been what?
Do you know what I've been watching a lot of recently?
All I heard was I've been watching a lot of recently.
Oh,
What? What have you been watching a lot of recently?
Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, that's a pretty good show.
It's great. I love it.
It is a good show. I love Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus and all that.
There's some running jokes that are ridiculous and should not be funny, and yet they are.
My only difficulty with it is that it's terrible. It's so formula sometimes. I mean, it's essentially the same story over and over and over again.
You can see what's going to happen, yeah. But it's fun when it does.
True. It is a good show. I enjoy it. All right,
One of the jokes that just happened recently was that for some reason, the bully's name, what's his name? Buford. And Dr. Doofenshmirtz's echoes were broken. Didn't make any sense.
His echoes?
Yeah. Dr. Doofenshmirtz was some reason in a space station. So he was like, welcome to my space station, cookie station. It doesn't make any sense, but it was so funny.
Definitely. No, it's a fun show. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
And I think I haven't spoken to you about this yet, because it's been that long since we've spoken.
It has been a bit.
But I've also finished watching The Owl House. Did I tell you that?
No. I've missed one episode somewhere. I've got to get caught up. I caught part of it, where Luce learns more spells than the first one. Out in the snowy tundra or something.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Drew's here. Hey, Drew. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Drew.
I missed that, and I caught the second half of it. So I kind of figured out finally. Because all of a sudden she had spells, and I'm like, did they just skip over this? Is this just how it is? And apparently I'd missed an episode, so that's all.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you had not told me you've seen all the Owl Houses. They're excellent, aren't they?
It's so good.
It's a very good show.
I love Ida.
Yes, she's amazing.
Too much.
Sassy and surprisingly sexy for someone her age, I believe is a line that Luce says at one point, which cracked me up.
100% correct. Because yes, please.
Yeah, I love her voice too. I love the lady.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
do you know what else she's been in?
She was in Don't Shoot Me, wasn't she? A TV
That's
show.
not what I was going for. I'm going
She's
for
done a
something
lot
very
of
specific
animation too.
Mm.
Are you talking an animated show or real life?
Real life.
Oh shit.
I recognised her voice immediately.
Well, I did too from Don't Shoot Me. But what is she from? What else? It's a comedy. It lasted a couple seasons. It was real cute. Had David Spade, I think, was in it.
Oh, right.
I think. And then there was the lead character was this really pretty woman who's done a lot of like small roles in a lot of different stuff. She's really cute though, and she's solid too. Anyway, what has she been in?
Frasier.
She was in Frasier?
Uh-huh.
Who was she in Frasier?
She plays...
She wasn't recurring, was she?
Towards the end.
Okay.
Do you know what's on every single weekday in our household?
What?
Frasier.
Frasier's on every single weekday? Nice.
Yeah, because it's on whatever channel, and it just goes through the episodes, and then eventually, when it eventually ends, the next day, it's right at the start again. Just an endless loop of Frasier.
Nice. That works. Let's
She
see how this
plays... her backstory is that she used to babysit Niles and Frasier.
Right, because she's a little older. She's probably older than me in real life.
She's in her 70s, I think.
Is she? She does... Okay.
She looks good for 70.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what the heck is her name? Who is she? I need to look at her face. Oh, no! Knocked stuff over. Oh, no.
Oh, nice. I don't remember her name.
I've lost my... Things happening. Bad things.
What did you do? Did you drop your mic?
Yeah, it fell right off my head. There's my little tiny flashlight that I need to put
Yep.
away. Okay, let's look her up.
She
Ida
plays.
on Owl House. Who is it? I don't... Actor. Yeah, Wendy Malick. Yes, she was on Don't Shoot Me. A former fashion model. She was born in 1950. She's 16 years older than me. Holy mackerel.
Is she 70, by the
Dream
way?
On, Just Shoot Me. She's done other voice stuff as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was on Frasier. I must have not realized, or I wasn't paying attention.
She
That's a problem.
eventually marries the dad, Marty.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Go Marty.
Oh, yeah. Like just that day I had been watching Frasier, and then at the end of the day I was like, fine, I'll watch The Owl House. Okay, it's been put on Disney Plus. Fine. And then she starts speaking. I was like, God, I can't get away from her. But yes, I will continue to watch this. I binged it so quickly.
What, Owl House? There's not many episodes. It got
I
dark.
think it's like 19.
So fast. I mean, at first it was like goofy, and then it just went super dark, and I was like, damn. And the series so far, the last season finale was when they have to rescue Ida from the Emperor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so I haven't caught up that, at least as far as that goes.
I think the next one's coming out next year.
Yeah, probably.
And
And the last few episodes were super dark. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love how they've been pulling in some of the... It's well written, too. I'm loving how they're pulling in some of the old characters, like the Warden. Didn't they use him recently again? Like, kind of out of the blue, the Warden. They're, like, visiting the Warden and talking to him. And I was like, whoa, I haven't seen this guy since episode 1.
Mm.
Now I have to figure out how to put houses here, or some kind of structures. So this is what I wanted. I like this little bloop up at the end here for the private place. Yeah, it's a great show. It's really, it's very cute. I was on the fence. I was a little worried about loose. There's gonna be spoilers, guys. Sorry.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. And I never heard from Abby again. Alright, let's get rid of some stuff. I need some grass. We'll take that. I think we're done with these for the moment. This. Oh, I lag out so bad at spawn. I hate it. Okay, so we've got a little boardwalk here. Obviously, there's going to be some kind of buildings or something here. And now I have to figure out what. I think they're all going to be kind of built into the side of the hill. That's obviously completely standalone, although it does go have its back up against the hill. But I would like these. It's got to be more than one, because they're going to be somewhat small. Like this one should face this way. There should be two facing kind of the... Oh, I don't know if I can fit 3 in here. 2 might be our limit. And I do not want them to connect to this basement. Let's see. God, I'm not sure what I want to do here.
Hi, sorry.
Welcome back. Everything okay?
Thanks. Yeah. She's being talked to. What were you saying?
I was talking about, I was a little leery about Luce and, what's her name?
Willow?
No. The other one. The one who hated her at the beginning.
Oh,
And
Amity.
got a crush on Amity, yes. Because
Yes,
I'd heard
please.
about that and all that other stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure how
It could
comfortable
have
I
been
am.
done really badly.
Right, exactly. And it was done really beautifully, I think. And
Yeah.
I really like that Luce, it's still ambiguous where Luce is as far as I guess you could say
Written in the
sexuality.
show. Yeah.
um, or where her feelings are, what her direction is. She seems to be able. She's so innocent, and I love that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
Amity likes her, and again, spoilers, everybody. Sorry. Amity really likes her, and then Amity's being all shy, but it's really working. A lot of times, this whole one shy person is interested and the other person is oblivious annoys the crap out of me. But for some reason, it's just really sweet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like the creator has confirmed it, but it's not like confirmed in the show kind of stuff.
Right.
But it's kind of like it's cool to watch because enemies to lovers, for starters, is a good trope anyway. But to see it go from like,
It's a little overused, I think, but
mm,
it worked for me in this one because Luce
because it
really made a
can.
terrible first impression.
Do you mean Amity?
No, Luce did. Luce came across as a bully and pushy and a lot of other shit, just because she's so excited about, and
Oh, I
also a
see.
lot of
Yeah.
bad little. There were a lot of little clumsy situations
Mm.
that Luce caused a problem, and Amity saw Luce as doing that on purpose, as opposed to no, Amity's Luce is kind of a klutz, and sometimes
Mhm.
screws up, and doesn't, and it's just written that she doesn't always handle it right. So Amity's feelings towards Luce at first were, this person is mean, and
Mhm.
she reacted in the only way that I guess she knows how, which is aggressively, like, I'm going to be mean back. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
I like seeing bullies stop being bullies, and then where like they're usually in like a group of bullies and they go against the group of bullies,
Right.
and then they join forces with the main crew.
Mm-hmm. No, I
And
do
I
too.
like that. That's fun. And the Grudgeby match, that was fun.
The Grudgeby match. Oh, when they were playing against that blonde girl, or the redhead with 3 eyes.
No, I don't know.
Which one was
Like
it? The Grudgeby match that they missed and they went somewhere else, or was
no,
it when they were
sorry,
actually when Willow
when
got
they actually played
challenged?
it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Didn't that girl have 3 eyes? The team, the leader of the team, or the team captain, or whatever.
I think she does, but I could just be misremembering it. You know what this means? Gonna have to watch it all again.
I
So
like
disappointed.
Willow. Yeah, I know. What's his name? Who's the illusionist kid?
Gus.
Gus. He annoys the crap out of me sometimes. I mean, I still
Kind
like
of.
him, but he's like, dude, come on.
Hmm.
But no, I enjoy the show. I think it's really well done. I want to know where it's going to go next, personally.
Yes, yeah, massively.
With again, massive spoilers, people. With Ida losing her powers, that changes everything. Which is
Huge, massive crush on Ida.
he's awesome. Uh, I loved how Luce learned magic initially through just and I watched that episode a couple times, and I thought it was her broken phone that allowed her to see it, but it was not. It was the fact that she turned off the video too soon to see actually
Hmm.
what she needed to see, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I love King so much. He's probably my favorite character on the show.
Ah, that's
What?
where we differ.
You
I'm a
don't like
massive
King?
gay. No,
Like
no,
what?
I'm just
Oh.
I'm just massively gay for Ida. Oh Christ, she's fun.
Yeah, they do a great job.
I
And
think her voice actor is actually perfect for it.
yes, she is. She has a great voice.
Yeah.
I could listen to her all day. It's a deep
Mm.
voice. Deep voiced women are hot.
Yes. Yes.
I've always
Christ,
been attracted
yes.
to them. Always.
Don't read
Okay.
that out loud.
Huh? Don't know what?
I said, don't read that out loud
Oh,
in the
great.
chat.
Another one that I can't get rid of. So,
Oh wow, that if you got the chat delay on really small.
oops, it disappeared.
why you can't go to the profile.
No, you can't, and that's ridiculous. YouTube is terrible for streaming. I really should stream elsewhere. But Twitch is full of trolls, so I hear zombies down. Where are you dying, zombies? Oh, well, you're dead, so it doesn't matter. I've been watching some of Drew's streams. They've been a lot of fun. He's been streaming some various stuff. So, is Owl House your new favorite?
Oh, it very quickly became a new favorite.
Cool. Like, the favorite? Better than Steven Universe?
Steven Universe, I haven't even finished Future.
Future's really close to the end, so...
I know the gist of it, but I just didn't finish it.
It's pretty good. Figure older Steven's, I don't know, he's so whiny.
Mm-hmm. I think Owl House beats Steven Universe, but that's because I watched Owl House recently.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But also, I love
Let's look at Scoti.
Ida. I think I like Ida more than I like Pearl.
Oh, okay. Those are
And Pearl
totally
is a-
different characters. I mean, like, they don't even compare, in my opinion.
No, not at all.
Because Ida's all wild. Ida's more like Amethyst than Pearl.
Yeah. I think Pearl's my favourite. And then followed secondly, very closely with Amethyst.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
think
because
I'm
I
the same
ship 'em.
way. You ship who?
Amethyst and Pearl.
You ship them?
Oh,
They're too different, in my opinion.
Oh, See, that's what they. You haven't read. You haven't read Fic. You haven't read Fic. You've been actually read the Fic.
I haven't read what?
Fic.
Fic?
Fan fiction.
Oh, fiction.
Fic.
Fanfiction. Oh, yeah. I don't read fanfiction. I think I read your fanfiction back in the day. And that was all I really read.
Christ.
I thought it was pretty good. You were what, 14 when you wrote it or something?
Occasionally, I get like an email saying, "Oh, someone's left kudos," and I'm like, "Why? It's been years now. Let it go."
The internet never forgets.
No, and they must be going back very far because that was years ago.
Yeah. Oh, pardon me. This shouldn't surprise you.
I mean, I do the same thing. I go back years because, Christ, I like niche ships and I wish I didn't.
Niche ships. That's funny.
Thank you. My suffering brings great pain.
You're so cute. You crack me up.
Thank you.
I was going to say something. It just flew out of my head. Oh, well. It's gone forever. Goodbye. Goodbye, brains. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out how to fit in some kind of structure down here. It's very tight. So I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I might just leave this boardwalk. You know what? Yeah, let's walk away from this for a little while because I just can't figure out what I want to do. Let's do some interior design. Oh boy. So, the interior of this house needs work, obviously. We're going to start with some pictures. What the hell? Why am I hearing... I'm hearing a little salesman guy, but I don't see him anywhere.
In real life.
Not in real life. In the game, I hear...
I was like, wow, you've got good hearing. What are they trying to sell you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to find out. Dang it. Close the gate. What? There he is!
Just selling.
What do you...
That was a Resident Evil reference. Wow.
Yeah. What do you
What are
buy?
you buying?
Ooh, 2 coral blocks blue. Pretty. Everything else is garbage. Bubble coral blocks. Give him a pass today, friend. I'm gonna go get god. Oh, Spawn hates me. You know, I got super speed, but I can't go fast. There we go. Let's make some pictures. Get in there. Get in the hole. Alright. Good lord. I don't know why Spawn likes me out so much. It hates me. There we go. Red wall. That'd be good enough to make some pitches for the walls. So how goes the job?
All right. It tends to be a bit slow, but that is fine by me. Because I'm working from home right now. I can, like, the way that I do things, you have to, like, click start tracing, and then after 60 seconds you'll refresh and then you have to start tracing again. But it goes, like, 30, 40 minutes without getting a record, so I've just been playing games.
Right, yeah.
Easy peasy.
I get that.
So it's free money. I get
It's
paid
not
to play
free
games.
money. You're still working, though. You're still doing your job, and eventually you might get busy, and then, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get a couple calls that take like, oh, wow, 8 minutes of my time. It's all right.
That's the kind of job I've always kind of wanted, though, as a job. Somebody has to be there, but there's really not much to it.
Like a call the other day where I rang him and he said, who have I been in contact with? And I'm like, I don't know. That's your job. That's what you tell me, you idiot.
Who have I been in contact with?
Yeah. Like he was trying to, like...
What is you, a mind reader?
He was trying to make sure that I'm not a scammer. Just trying to get his details. But I'm like, what?
Oh.
I don't know. We don't get that information. Just give me your information and then tell me you're not going to leave your house for 2 weeks. And to be fair, he gave us his information, so it went well.
Are things going better there with COVID at all?
No, really. I wish Boris would say, oh, it's definitely closed for Christmas because it definitely should not be open for Christmas. Don't let people go to your homes, you dingus.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
They're advising people do not get together for Thanksgiving here, which I think is a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure most Americans will ignore it because most Americans are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going anywhere. Mom and I are gonna do something, have dinner or something, but that's about it. And we're not having anybody over. I had a fever last night. Mom's like, maybe you should start wearing a mask around the house. I'm like, oh my god. It was gone this morning, so I hope I don't have COVID.
It would still be there if you did.
That's what I thought, but I was at 97 even, I think, this morning.
What's that in Fahrenheit? No.
That is fair.
What is that in Celsius?
It's 98.6 is where you're supposed to be in Fahrenheit.
Oh, right. That's all right then.
Where are you supposed to be in Celsius?
37.
37. Okay, good to know. So I was
38
probably...
and above is what is advised to not be
Okay.
for COVID. Do you want me to ask you my questions?
Your questions? Yeah, you can ask me your questions.
Are you experiencing any of the following symptoms? And this is a checklist, so I'll reply after. Don't interrupt us midway through. I hate it when people do that. A new continuous cough. A temperature. What do they call? I can't remember the correct phrase for that, but a temperature past 37 degrees.
Right.
A loss or change to your sense of smell or taste, or none of the above.
None of the above.
Great, there you go.
I've been checking my smell all the time. Like, smell my hand, sniff something else that I know I'll smell something if I should smell something. I'm paranoid now. Where's this zombie? Come on, you jerk. I hear you. I hear you walking.
I don't like is that in the script we don't ask if they have recently tested positive for COVID, so I've put it in myself because otherwise you can get halfway through the call and they go, actually, I have tested positive, and I'm like,
Well, good. Have you told your superiors about that?
Well, they should know, I think.
You have to tell bosses they're stupid. You ever see
but
the
they
Office
should
from the
know.
United States?
No.
Yeah, it's real accurate.
Because you can go through this whole script, and then you say, "Have you had any symptoms? Are you experiencing any symptoms?" And they're like, "Well, yes, I did a test." And I'm like, "If I'm calling you because you were a contact, tell me that you were actually confirmed to have it, you dingus." Because I can't really take those calls. They're genuinely not for me to take. So then I have to go, and because they'll have already been called if they have got it. So then I have to go, well, give us an account ID. Then we don't need to go through these questions. I just needed to confirm, and then tell me when your isolation end date is. And then, congrats, there you go. This 10-minute phone call could have been 5 minutes.
Right. Well.
I had one woman complain to me about the way things are, how I had to ring their child, and the child had put on their mobile number. So then I got her number.
Gotcha.
And then she'd been rang earlier. And then without thinking, the mother picked up the phone from the child. But they were meant to be like isolated from each other, not really touching things. And then she complained to me as if I had any, like, yeah, don't pick up the phone, you idiot. That's not my problem. And like, she probably had that's a real problem. You should really talk about that. And I'm like, you're the one isolating. You're the one that picked up the phone.
Right.
You're the one.
If you're isolating, you should isolate. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'll just not isolate for a second. I'm sure it'll be okay.
She had a proper tone on where I'm like, you do realise like that's not my problem, right? But I can't say that because the calls are monitored. So I was just like, oh yeah, that is a problem. I can write down any suggestions just so that she would stop talking.
Shut up. Yeah. Oh my god.
You idiot.
Welcome to, what is it? It's not retail you're doing, but it is kind of customer service, right?
Customer service, yeah. But thankfully it's...
Customer service. People are morons.
They don't... we technically have a like a goal to hit of calls made and then completions.
Right.
But they're not looking for that really because it's really not busy. So it's just the easiest.
It's really not what?
Busy.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's good. I'd rather you were busy than, wow, I'm so packed with calls because COVID is everywhere, like the United States.
I can't really guess how bad it is because I'm just going off of contacts. And most of the people that I call is just because like one person has gotten it, and when they put down in the NHS app saying this is who I come in contact with, I just have to ring every single person.
Right.
So if like say it's a house of 5, mum and dad and then 3 kids, dad's got it, so he has to put down his wife, 3 kids, so then I have to ring each child individually and the mother individually. And then it can just get to be a lot because then eventually the mother tests positive. And then she has to put down the father and the 3 children as contacts. So then I have to ring them 3. And then I just go through the family and you're like, I'm so sorry, but these have to be individual calls. I know you're angry. Do you have an account ID? No. Great. Well, you're going to have to go through these questions again. Sucks to you. I'm so sorry.
You don't sound sorry.
Oh, I'm really just sorry for me because I have to go... Can't find
I'm really just sorry for me.
Because I have to deal with their annoyances. Because I have to go through the phone call, and then I'm not allowed to say I can't take you off the register. Just tell me you want to be taken off the database. But I can't say that.
Right.
But you can be taken off the database. Apparently we're not allowed to do that. But Christ,
you don't want us
please
to
ask to be taken off
the database.
If they know what they're doing, they don't need a million phone calls from us.
Well, they probably don't want to know what they're doing. Because they're probably stupid.
No, they've had the phone call a million times. Because sometimes they just get put down multiple times, or for some reason we just get their profile through twice.
Okay.
So it's like, I've already had this phone call, and it's in an accent. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. Have you registered as positive? Have you got an account ID? I've got your information here. Just give us 2 minutes, and then maybe you won't be called from us tier 3 anymore. Well, they might be called from tier 2 and above. Not my problem anymore.
Don't become too cynical.
Well, I won't talk to them again. Although I have had some names come up now where I'm like, do I know your last name?
Oh my goodness.
But then a couple of them are really lovely, and I'm like, oh, great. Good.
That's how I treat people on the phone who are
Yeah.
doing their job. Even telemarketers, we usually don't pick up on telemarketers,
Mhm.
but every once in a while we have to, or we'll screw up and accidentally pick the phone up. And even then, I'm mostly polite.
When you pick up your phone, do you have to click accept, or does it auto accept when you pick it up?
Auto accept. What do you mean?
Like, the way that our landline works, we can pick up the phone off its base, and then we have to click the green button to accept the call. But if you just pick up the phone, does that accept it for you?
No, you can pick it up off the base. You have to push a button to actually pick up the line.
Ah. Don't know if ours does that. Yeah, if we've had one that doesn't do that. We tend to just like, you can tell when it's a person that it's just kind of like, it's an automated voice because it doesn't answer for a second and then it's like,
Yeah, there's like no
hi,
answer.
yeah. I've heard that you were recently involved in a car accident. Like, oh, go away. Immediately decline.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. Well, that's the thing. That's how the telemarketers get you too. Is they
Once you've picked up the phone, they're like, well, that number's in use. And you're like,
exactly. We're selling your number, by the way.
mhm.
That's why I never pick up my cell phone if it's a number I don't recognize.
I tend to, but that's just because I'm curious and I hate it.
It's because you're curious. No, I never do. I don't want these telemarketers to get that number, and they have sometimes. But I want to try to keep it away from them.
If it's a business number, like if it's a 01 number, then I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be rubbish, isn't it? And then it is. I'm like, well, what did I learn from that? You idiot. Stop picking it up.
You gotta stop picking it up. Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Abby. Don't do it. It'll
But
just
if it's like if it's a mobile number, which I would start with 07, so I'm like, oh, it's a mobile number. Do I know this mobile
Come
number?
back here.
And I pick it up. And then recently I had a woman that called and I'm like, hello? And she's like, hi, is this... And I think she was looking for someone called Rachel. I'm like, no, Rachel's not here.
You said Rachel's
no,
not
it's-
here.
Yeah, it's not Rachel. This is Rachel's number. You've got the wrong number. So I'm like, oh, no, it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. And then she called like 10 minutes later and I was like, hello? She's like, oh, this is the number I've got under my friend. Like, she must have had Rachel in, but put my number in. She's like, oh, but I've got Rachel here, but mustn't be her number. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's still
If you
not
just-
Rachel.
if you
Leave me
called Rachel once and it
alone.
wasn't Rachel,
Leave
it's
me
not
alone.
her again. But it was clearly like a woman, I don't know, like in her 60s or something, like either early grandma or like a little bit of an older mother. And I took kind of pity on her. I'm like, she clearly doesn't know what she's doing with her phone. Like she asks for help with something when she uses her phone.
She asked you for help. Could you tell me how this works? What buttons
I mean,
do
I know
push to
Rachel,
get
but it won't be
Rachel?
her.
Which is the Rachel button? Is there one or is there more than one?
Oh god.
I don't know what else to add to this house. Got a few decorations. It still looks pretty plain. So, have you been pretty much staying at home then?
I left the house. Oh, when I was going to work.
What?
I was like, when was the last time I left that house? I was like, yeah, like 2-ish weeks ago when I went to bloody work.
Good.
Yeah, I tend not to leave the house, but that's just because there's obviously nothing to do. Occasionally No, sorry, I left the other day because we had to go shopping.
Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, it's fine. We just
I do the
couldn't find what
grocery
we wanted.
shopping and that's it.
We get a weekly grocery shop online, and that gets delivered.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But then occasionally we'll need like petrol or something, or we'll need just little bits and bobs.
Right. I try not to go out of the house if I can help it. Ever. But I have to do the grocery shopping and a couple of things. Oh, that house could use some shutters. Why didn't I think of it before?
Tell you what though, I do need a haircut.
Do you? Me too.
You can just go like, you can just use like a 2 all over. and you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter how I look. I'm old. What happens?
I'm in
I
kind of
just-
like. Mm. I'm in like an awkward. I interrupted you, so it's like, and then you didn't say anything.
Wait, what? No, I just said I'm old.
Ow. Oh, it sounded like you're going to say something after.
Yeah.
Our
Need to say.
hairdressers have been shut for 2 weeks now, and they open again in 2 weeks. So I'm like, do I cut my own hair? Like, just the sides, because that's what's getting bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have to wait a bit to get to the hairdressers, or because I'll have to let it grow out again, because I can't go when I've cut my own hair, because that'll be a bit stupid. Or do I wait for the 2 weeks to be up? But
Damn
then,
it.
how booked up will they be? Because they're the good hairdressers. That's where we need to go. They have a clientele base.
I don't know. What do you feel like? I mean, is it driving you crazy? Are you like, I gotta cut
No.
the hair, I'll kill myself?
No, but I noticed the other day when I went to put my hair up in its signature swoop, TM.
Okay. I didn't know you
My,
trademarked it. Congrats. Well done.
This, like, I had product on my hands, obviously, and I went up from the side of my head, and the side of my hair started going up into it, and it doesn't do that. So now it's too long on the sides. But I can't cut my hair because I've got a spot right on the back of my head, and it hurts. So I'm not risking that.
It hurts?
Yeah, that's a spot and a half.
Why did you do that? Don't hurt yourself.
No, it just like it hurts to touch, and I accidentally touched it. I'm like,
Wait, why does it hurt to touch it?
a spot. Some spots hurt.
No.
As in like a poppable spot. I mean,
A what?
not just a random spot. A poppable, like a spot, like a face spot.
I don't
You know,
what you're talking about.
like a pimple, I guess, if you want to call it that.
I mean, is it
But
hurt all the
it's-
time?
No, just if I touch it.
No, I mean, yes, that is all the time. If you touch it and it hurts. That sounds like you should have it looked at.
Oh no, it's just a spot. It'll go down.
Alright.
It's not like a cyst or anything.
Alright.
Thanks. I know my spots well.
Okay.
I get them in my ears and they suck.
Ah. I don't
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
it
thought of
hurts.
you in pain, so
It sucks.
it makes me sad.
Like it gets like it,
Happy in
I
pain
always
is a
lie
bad thing.
on my side to sleep,
Oh God, yeah.
so I lie on my ears.
My sheets get all like crumpled up underneath me, and then it hurts. It didn't used to. Then I got old. So you have something to look forward to. Is if you don't have
Well-
really tight sheets, then you're gonna be like,
Well-
"Ow, it hurts my side."
I've started to sleep with a pillow so I can lie on it, so it gives my back some relief.
No, that's good. Sorry to hear about your back.
It doesn't hurt, but I get relief from it. So I'm like, do you hurt?
Oh,
Why are you getting relief if you don't hurt? It doesn't make any sense.
exactly. Poor Abby, you're falling apart already.
I'm falling apart. At 21, I'm falling apart.
Excuse me. Ooh. It's not too bad looking. Still trying to get this house kind of finished up. Make it look fancy. Well, not fancy, but it should look nice, at least. Maybe.
Normal.
Make it, yes, normal. I'll go for normal. How's your father?
He's alright.
Zombie got in. I wonder where he came from. He's alright, good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. He went back to work for like 2 days, and then he was made to put holidays in. So now he's on holiday for.
He needs to not be
However
going
many
out
days.
there.
Oh, he's fine and everything. He wanted to get back. But he's earning more
Yeah,
money now because he's on. Yeah, he's fine.
COVID.
He's
They've
fine.
developed a vaccine.
Yeah. Apparently
Still under,
96% effective.
still under testing. 96% is pretty good. I'd rather have higher than that, but packages. I'd like to not have to worry as much about it.
Oh yeah. I want to go back to normal. I'm no dingus.
Well, Trump lost the election, so normal is a possibility again.
Can you say that again, please?
Trump lost the election, so normal is a possibility again.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he is trying to screw the election over and take over the country and become king or god emperor or some bullshit.
God Emperor.
He's the worst.
Oh, 100%.
Alright. Got this house looking okay on the outside, doing okay on the inside. Not sure what to put here. Ah! Wherever that guy is, I need to do something. I don't know what. We still have 50... No, we have 40 minutes. Chat has been very quiet. Let's try this. Okay.
What I don't like about work is my shift pattern.
Why? What is it?
Well, it changes weekly, so it's not like 9 to 5.
Right, I would not be real happy with that either.
And I work weekends.
Mm. Yeah.
I had today off, thankfully, but I work tomorrow.
No.
11 p.m.
That's against
11, sorry,
your
not 11.
religion,
Christ.
isn't it?
11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Who wants to be called at 6:55 p.m. just to go, you have COVID? Sorry, I need to turn the
On a
conversation. And now, of all the times, people are having the Sunday today.
Yeah, but in the same vein, it needs to be done.
Needs to be done.
No? I mean, you have a job that's actually important, unlike 99% of people, I think.
And it's good pay, so obviously I'm going to do it.
You're in my way.
I want that PC, man.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Can I push you? I'm pushing you. I want to murder you, but I'm not a murderer. I'm a good person.
Well, you could be just an attempted murderer, or like a murder planner.
Murder planner. I don't commit the murders. I just plan them.
Yeah. Oh, you know, you could hire someone. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Say no more. Wink's as good as a nudge to a blind bat. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I can make it work. I know kind of what I want to do here, but I don't think I can make it work. Excuse me.
Ooh.
What?
Accidentally did something.
What did you accidentally do?
I almost hit a channel that I didn't want to hide. I use stupid Microsoft Teams and it's kind of gross.
Microsoft Teams? I've never heard of this.
It's a terrible version of Discord, but for like... usually reserved for workplaces and stuff.
Oh,
If anyone uses that voluntarily, you're stupid.
Yeah. It looks like my cell phone screen is cracked. I don't know how I could have done that. I haven't dropped it. Yeah, there's a crack running right down it. Huh. I dropped my Kindle.
Oh yeah.
I haven't dropped the phone, I don't think. It's weird.
Cracked retroactively.
Oh well. Well, it has this thing. Actually, it might not even be the cell phone screen. It might be the. There's a thing on top of the cell phone screen, another piece of glass that's glued on there. It's supposed to be like super unbreakable. And it might be that.
Oh,
that
like a
actually
screen
has
protector?
Yeah, it might be that has the crack in it. The cell phone
Is
screen
it-
might be fine.
Safe enough to take off and check?
No, it's glued down. This guy put some of this liquid on, and I was like, wait, what is this that's happening? And then he goes, squish. and he holds it there, and he's like, alright, that should be there forever now. And I was like, oh boy. Just what you always wanted. Something there forever.
Commitment.
Oh, I'm going to add that. Let's see. Do I have one? I have 3. Let's do that. I don't know what to do about this area right here, so I might just leave it for now. I'm good with commitment. I can commit.
It's lost on me.
Why?
And it just is.
Whatever.
Genuinely, very bad commitment.
Oof. How many people have you broken up with in your life? I mean, I know you haven't dated a ton of people. Wait, have you? No, you haven't.
Do you mean how many people
Like in
have
a
I
relationship.
myself broken up with?
Right.
Or have been broken up with?
No. Have you broken up with?
You're counting the same person twice? Because I did it both times. Oh no, I didn't.
Yes. You didn't? Okay, don't count it. Don't count the second time or the first time or whichever time it wasn't you.
4.
4? 4 out of how many? This is all really personal information, so you don't have to answer any of these questions.
6,
Okay?
technically.
4 out of
but
6?
The,
All right. So most of the time you have yeah, okay. Makes
yes,
sense.
one of them was out of the blue. Oof.
One
One
of
of
the ones
them,
that you broke up with or broke up with you?
Phoebe broke up with me. And that one I
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
really
that's
expecting.
true. It just came out of the blue. Right. Okay. Yeah, you told me about that.
For
We
me,
talked
yeah.
about this.
But the second time Quinn and I broke up, I had just thought that day, I should break up with Quinn. And then he called me and I was like, oh, okie dokie, this makes this far easier.
Okie dokie. It's not my fault now.
So like, oh, I was just thinking the same thing. This is fine. And then we had a laugh. I was like, oh, well, this went well.
Yeah, I've never broken up with anybody. They've always broken up with me.
First one went
There we go.
not great, but also it was secondary school, so who the hell cares?
Yeah.
The first time Quinn and I broke up, oh, we were a mess.
Yeah.
Because I was still on holiday at his. I still had 2 days to go, and we're like,
That's a terrible time
this
to
is
break
bad.
up with somebody.
yeah.
What
It
the
was so
hell?
bad. It wasn't like my hand was kind of forced, so I was like, oh Christ.
Okay. I don't know this whole story, but that's fine.
No, it was fine. It ended up fine. We're still friends.
I don't know if I'm...
Oh.
I guess I'm friends, sort of, not really good friends with people that have broken up with me.
Technically still friends. We don't really talk, but we had talked recently and it was fine.
Right.
So, friends.
Okay, so yeah, so your statement is true.
Yeah. And a mum liked my profile picture, so I was like, well, we're still friends.
Wait, who?
Her mum.
Mom? Your mom?
Her mum.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Am I that illiterate?
No. Sometimes the accent fiddles with my ears. That's all.
Sometimes you're too northern. Turn it down.
Sometimes I'm too American. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying here. I'm speaking with my mouth. What? I don't get it. What? Hey, Scoti's here. No hobbit hole. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. We got a basement there to block everything that could go in there. See, I put a little boardwalk in. Because that's what I really
Are you
wanted.
under the boardwalk?
Under the boardwalk.
Down by the sea.
We started singing that in a parking lot one time when I was in choir. Someone went,
Were you under a boardwalk then?
Huh?
Were you under a boardwalk then?
No, we were at a McDonald's. We'd stopped for lunch. We were on our way to Florida, I think. Went to Florida that year to sing in the choir in college. Oh, and someone just started singing, and a bunch of us just jumped in.
I mean, there
says,
are worse
"Howdy."
songs.
Oh, I know. What was the song? I was chaperoning some kids on a rafting trip one time. Well, forever ago. Yeah, this is a new story. It's just out of the blue.
Sorry to interrupt, but I really love the idea that it goes so far as in you have to sit on every raft, just kind of sitting and making sure they're all right as they go down the
No,
river.
it was more like make sure they don't have sex that night in their tents is the thing we were supposed to do. Yeah, they were high school
How old
kids.
are they?
High school kids. And there were showers at the campground, so some of us had gone in showers. They were really nice actually, individual showers. With some you could close them. You could close up this curtain, and I think the floor was concrete or maybe it was tiled. And
All right.
but it was like 5 or 6 showers in this big room, and they were big showers. I mean, it was deep. So you hang your stuff up inside the shower with you, and you're far enough away that it doesn't get wet. And I was like, and they're pretty nice. And we started singing, Untamed Melody, I believe it was.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about? And,
Is it Unchained?
Unchained, you're right. It's Unchained Melody. So me and Brad
Then
started
yes, I do
singing
know.
that, and it was just, what?
I was like, then yes, I do know.
Yeah, exactly. So Brad and I started singing that, and it was fun. It was very cool. Because it's one of the few songs I know all the way through, or used to, 20, 30 years ago, however long it was. When I was much younger than I am today.
I'll give you points for it if you tell me when it came out.
God, I don't know. The 50s, I think. Do you know when it came out?
The one that I've got here, the earliest.
Oh my God!
Yes.
The traitor just vanished. Like, boop.
Oh.
He just disappeared in front of my eyes. He dissolved.
The earliest I found here is 59.
1959? That sounds about right. From who? Who sang it, does it say?
Oh, no. It's a 1955 song with music by Alex North and lyrics by Haichers.
I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew who did it. Magic Man! Scoti Carbitas. That was a magic man. Finally, he's gone. He was the reason I couldn't build. I was so confused. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to fit something in this small space. Scoti said a hobbit house. So it'd be underground mostly.
Just as long as you feed me many breakfasts, I'll be alright.
What?
Because the hobbits have many...
Oh.
Even I know that, Brud.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I was just like, wait, what? Where is this coming from?
One of the few facts that I do know about Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. They
They're
eat
good.
a lot.
The Hobbits. You should read The Hobbit. I think you would enjoy that book.
Oh,
I know you're
Christ,
not a reader.
no.
I know you're not a reader, but it's a really
Not
good
a reader.
read.
And
Well,
you're going
you
to
don't-
throw us into the deep end with a massive book.
No, not The Hobbit. The Hobbit's so much fun. The Hobbit is almost like a children's book as far as Tolkien wrote it in such a way that it's like he's sitting there telling you a story. It's like Dickens. A lot of Dickens stories are just like there's somebody talking to you. Scoti says there are other ways to get rid of a traitor. Murder?
I mean, you could have just called me and I'd have done the job.
It's a good book. I like it. I read it when I was in middle school. And then I tackled Lord of the Rings, and it was rough, because that is a lot. There's a lot more to that book. The Hobbit's more of like a fairy tale, and the Lord of the Rings is more like a documentary. And then the Silmarillion is like reading a history book.
I don't know what that last one is.
The Silmarillion is another book by Tolkien, and what it is it's the history of the Middle Earth, from when it's formed up until like 1,000 years before The Hobbit or something like that. And it reads like a history book. And it talks about the gods and stuff. I tried to read it years ago and I got totally bored because it's not stories. It's like reading mythology, you know.
Oh right, yeah.
So it's very dry, and you got to keep track of a lot of names. And it's about different things that happen to different people and gods and all this stuff over a massive amount of time, which it's just not my kind of read. Now I watched a movie last night and it was terrible, by the way. Just hopping off topic to another one. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was an independent film. I'll have to look it up because I looked up if you look up the Owl Man.
I know there's one
it.
owl that I'd rather look up.
What is the hell is this name of it?
Oh yeah, Ahmed.
In Cornish folklore. No, that's not it. Owlman movie. The Owlman movie.
Was he a literal owl man?
Lord of Tears is what it's called, and it delves into Celtic lore. And our protagonist. Hey, Ahmed's here and says, "Oi, oi, lads, oi, oi."
Oi, oi.
Our protagonist, mom just died. And she has left him their house, little house. Howdy, Ahmed, says Scoti Garbitas. And she has also left him a mansion in like the Scottish Highlands with a personal note that says, never go there. Don't never go there. Now, this kid,
what? A mansion in the Scottish Highlands?
Yes. It takes place in Scotland.
There.
Yeah, don't go there. Never go there.
When you say it takes place in Scotland, does it actually take place in Scotland?
I think so, yes. I'm pretty certain it does. It's definitely at least in England. It might start in London. I'm not sure. But it's definitely like English taps, and it was definitely English.
English taps?
Yeah, you guys have different looking bathtubs and showers and stuff than we do.
Is it because we have separate taps for hot and cold?
Yes. I watched Bean as well, the movie, the Mr. Bean movie where he comes to America and he's trying to figure out the faucet when it just has one handle on it. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. Scoti Garvita says that mansion was full of Yeti, I bet. Ahmed says, is this
the one?
We found his dad in a random basement. No. With a death trap. No. He has these weird dreams, though. He has these foreshadowing dreams, and he really should know what's going to happen at the end of the movie. But he goes up, so of course the guy goes to the house all by himself. And so the protagonist, he ends up just crying a lot towards the end of the movie, like bawling. No, like, yeah, literally crying. And he has pretty good reason, but at the same time, I don't want to see this. Man up. Jeez. Don't be a little wuss. He makes some bad choices, makes a lot of bad decisions, and at the end, when bad things happen to him, it's just like, yeah, this has been foreshadowed throughout the movie that this was going to happen, and you've ignored it. Even though this evil god has been, like, for whatever reason, showing you shit, probably just to freak you out. It's just, it's not a very good movie. It won awards, and I'm like, why? You can watch it on YouTube.
That's what I think about Inside Out. It should not be good. It's a Disney film. And
was that the one where the emotions?
Yes.
Is it good?
It's terrible, Andy.
Is it terrible? I've never seen it.
I don't like it, and yet others do. Terrible.
Well, no, I liked part of this movie. And when I figured out a certain thing about it, I was like, oh, shit. And it was pretty cool. The premise for that was very cool. Mm-hmm. But then he starts crying all the time after that. And I'm just like, dude, deal with the situation. I know it's stressful. And as a child, you were here and you saw terrible things. And you're having all this horrible stuff, feelings and stuff. But Jesus Christ, man, you're going to have to suck it up or think worse is going to happen to you.
And did it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bad shit happened to him. And then there's a part where it turns into this. At first, it's like this real suspenseful, creepy horror movie, right? And then all of a sudden, it turns into monsters trying to get you, like out of the blue. Mm. So, I don't know. It just felt disjointed to me. I don't mind. I'm okay with a boring movie as long as it's still moving forward. Like people could just be chatting like, "Oh, there's some tacked on romance that just felt tacked on." It was very cringy. So if you ever want to watch a movie that is cringy and annoying in these ways, there you go. That's the name of it. The Lord of Tears. A lot of movies. What were you gonna say?
I can say a lot of films put romance in for the sake of having romance in because they feel like they need to have romance. But it doesn't. You don't need to put romance in. People can be friends.
Yeah.
They can be friends.
It was a weird romance too, because the woman in the romance was very strange. You find out later why, and it makes sense that she's just odd and off.
She's not real. They were the ghosts the whole time.
Oh, you called it.
Genuinely.
Yes, that was the premise that I thought was cool.
That's hilarious.
Let me. We'll talk about this some more in just a sec. Let me read chat. I feel like I know the name. Scoti says real men cry at the Forbidden Mansion.
Yep.
Oh my God, write that down. That should be a meme. Ahmed says I remember seeing it like 4 years ago or something. The Lord of Tears. You saw it with the big guy with the giant owl head, and he's wearing a suit and he had an owl head. It doesn't make sense at all to me. Oh, it made sense to me, but I did not think it was a good movie. Scoti says cringe because love interest was a cactus. No, so it turns out. Okay, so I'll just say it. What the hell? You're not gonna watch it. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So he goes to this house and there's a girl named Evie there, and she's cute and she's American.
Of course.
And she starts and she's flirting with him quite a bit. Or have you ever had a person in your life that acts like they can flirt with you, but you're not allowed to do or say anything about it? Have you ever had anybody in your life like that?
As in, do I like it? Do I reciprocate it?
Well, yeah, it could be somebody that it's somebody that you potentially are attracted to or have some feelings for, and they flirt with you because you're friends, you're not allowed to take any more out of it than the flirting. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. I've had several people flirt with me, I think because they have a lot, well, maybe not. I'm not sure why, but they've put me into a pigeonhole of this. I can flirt with this person and be
Nothing
kind of
will come from
inappropriate. Huh?
And nothing will come from it.
And
you
nothing,
just get
nothing will happen. It's not allowed to happen. It's like,
the
don't
mild
fucking flirt with
validation.
me. Yeah, don't flirt with me, because that's going to make me think, oh, you're interested. At least you can flirt with a person a little bit, and it doesn't mean anything. But if it's consistent, after time, it's like you're making me have feelings that you obviously don't have for me. Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
she kind of flirts with him in that way, like she's cutesy and stuff like that, without it being really forward. I guess you could say she's not coming on to him. She's just kind of flirting with him. Ahmed says nobody ever flirted with me. Somebody will someday, Ahmed. I'm talking about Inside Out, by the way. Cringe because the love interest was a cactus. That would be cringy too. Well, Alan does love Carmen on Gumball. So, and he's a balloon, and she's a cactus. It's interesting. So there's this flirtation going on and all this other stuff, and at one point she comes into his bedroom, and she leans down to kiss him, and then she turns into this owl guy and starts clawing him, and then he wakes up because it was just a dream. And more foreshadowing. Every dream is foreshadowing in this movie as well. Everything is going to happen sooner or later. So eventually they hook up, and he sees the owl guy under a tree, and he's like, I keep seeing in my dreams and in real life this owl guy under the tree. So he goes down there and he digs up, and he finds it says it has his name, Jamie's time capsule, on it. And he opens it up, and he's looking through the stuff, and he had this torn picture of himself, right, holding somebody's hand. I assumed it was his mom. And he finds the other half of the picture, and it's him as a child, and it's her. It's Evie.
As an adult?
She's an adult. Because at first I was
right.
thinking, ooh, are these two actually secretly brother and sister or cousins or related or something? Or was she here at this house when this shit happened as a child? No. He starts to remember, and it turns out his parents killed her in order to do some kind of Celtic ritual where they drown you, chop your head off, put it on an altar, and it allows one of your relatives to live forever. I don't remember. To live a long time. It was really vague. I don't know if they even actually mentioned it in the movie or if I just missed it. So apparently they murdered her. He had stumbled across he had come down the basement cellar stairs when they were in the middle of chopping her head off. Traumatized himself. obviously. Runs away. They decide they're going to move away and just forget this place exists. Blah blah blah. Then we'll give it to him as when we die, so he can go back and all this shit will happen. So he's looking for her, can't find her. Finally comes in the house and finds her. Is telling her he knows it's her. She's undressing him and puts him in the tub and is like washing him like she was the nanny, like the nanny for him as a child. She's washing him and everything. And all of a sudden, there's like this click noise, like it sounds like a light bulb breaking, like a light bulb when it goes, and the bulb goes black.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, she's got all this dark makeup on. There's a slit across her throat, and she starts like harassing him in the house, like coming at him, like ah, and her eyes are all crazy, and she is the ghost of Evie, who's trapped there because her skull is just sitting on this altar as part of this ritual.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the movie, for the last 20, 30 minutes of the movie, she's chasing his ass. No, 20 minutes, because there's 10 minutes, and then there's another separate story altogether that was annoying. She's chasing him all around the house, coming in his room, climbing on his bed, like, threatening him. Doesn't actually do anything to him. Never hurts him. Probably, she's a ghost. She probably can't even touch him. So at that point, I was just like, see if you can even touch her. Poke her. And quit crying all the time. Stop crying. He's crying during all of this. And it's just like, what the fuck? And then he has to take their skull and bury it, and blah, 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 and set her soul free. And then when he sees her leaving, the ghost finally is free. He's like, no, don't go. And I'm like, what? You should be happy that she's going, that she's not trapped here anymore. And she's not going to fucking show up in your bedroom at night and, like, go, blah, 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 blah. It was just, I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
There was one film that I know Mum and Dad like. And we have it on DVD. You might know it. I can't think what it's called though. And they are in a house/mansion kind of thing. It's a big house, like I want to say stately home, but I'm not quite sure what a stately home is. Just it's massive, and it's like, oh, there's ghosts here. And then at the end, you find out that they're actually the ghosts.
Yes, I have.
And they've just been watching the new owners.
Somebody gave me that movie on. Wait, maybe they've been watching the new owners. Is there like a seance?
Maybe.
That they.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
It just turns out they were the ghosts the whole time, and I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, it was. I've seen that movie, and it was just like, what? It's kind of a neat movie. It's creepy. It's like eerie more than anything else. But yeah,
the one?
They passed on. She had murdered her kids for some reason. I can't remember why. Throughout the movie, they're not allowed to go outside. Sunlight. They're allergic to sunlight. And it was a weird movie. I can't remember. The Others.
The Others. Yes, The Others.
Somebody
Nice
gave
one,
me that on
Scoti.
DVD. It's an interesting film, but
I think I was too young when it was on. So I was just like, they were the ghosts the whole time? That's ridiculous. It's stupid.
I kind of like how they're revealed as the ghosts. Because they're revealed as the ghosts. They see these people in the house. They're like, who are these people in my house? And these people are having a seance, trying to contact them, the ghosts, to find out why they're haunting them. Why do they keep closing the curtains and all this other ghost shit? Let's see.
Film.
God,
just give us Matilda and be over with it.
Matilda's a great film. I loved that movie, actually. I got the book. I got the book for $4, free shipping online. I was like, hell yes, I want to read this book. I bet it's so good. Scoti says, wow, getting double use out of the footage. I bet the producer was happy to save the money. Ahmed says, ooh, yeah, I know where I found the name. It was a conspiracy theory about a con that had owl features that kept wandering around a radioactive area. Okay.
Probably meant to say man.
Oh, I bet it is. About a man that had owl features. Yeah, this is totally different from that. And it starts out, it's super slow in the first place. And your protagonist is completely unrelatable and uninteresting, which is always a bad thing. And
is
then when he cries,
Scottish?
yes, they're all.
Is he
the only
played
one
by
who's
a
an
Scottish
American.
man?
Sorry, yeah, I think so. I think he is. The only one who's an American is Evie, who's the ghost, who's this American nanny they hired apparently and then murdered, because his mom was sick, and the only way to make her better was this ritual. And then at the end, it all comes full circle, and he has all these prophetic dreams about it coming full circle. and him getting killed because his friend's dad is sick and in the hospital, and he never sees it coming. So it's like, I guess I compare a lot of horror movies and stuff to a tabletop RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And if your protagonist is too dumb to see what's coming when it's thrown in his face, if I didn't see it coming, I don't know. Idakra was so generic. By the way, Idakra means an isolated village. It basically stole Blair Witch Project. Replace it, the witch, with a village of cannibalistic cult. Oh my god, the keyboard is shit. That's okay, Ahmed's talking about the movie that he watched last week, the scary movie. Was it scary? Did it make you jump? Did it creep you out? I did not care for Blair Witch Project. I saw it on video not terribly long after it came out. And my big complaint with Blair Witch Project, and something they could have done that would have actually made it creepier, was, okay, if you get lost in the woods, Abby, and you find a river or a good-sized creek, you need to follow it.
Yeah,
because eventually it's going to go somewhere, to a road, to a town, to someplace you can see a road or a town. You're not going to walk in circles if you're following water, if you're following a creek or a river. And I'm looking at these people, and there's a river right there. I'm like, just follow the river. And if they'd have followed the river and still ended up back where they started, that would have been fucked up, and I would have maybe been able to buy into the whole thing. But no, they just walked around in circles till they found the house, and then the guy stood in the corner.
Are you set in the dark? Are you set in the dark?
They used that in the dark?
Are you sat in the dark?
No, I don't think so. Why, am I real dark on the live stream? It's getting dark outside. And,
it just looks like you're sat in the dark.
No, I've got a light. I got a lamp to my left, and behind me it is getting dark outside. Oh.
It's just because there's an odd shadow on the live stream, top left of your webcam, so I assume that's your right.
Top left. What is that? Oh yeah, that's plastic bags. It does look like some kind of face, doesn't it?
I was just wondering what it was.
It's death. Death is waiting for me. It does look like that is creepy. Am I looking at it?
I say that as if I don't sit in the dark anyway.
I don't really sit in the dark, but it's dim on the camera. I swear to God, I predicted every single jump scare in the movie, LOL. Oh man, Ahmed says no, it's crappy. I'm sorry, Ahmed. I don't care for jump scares. I think it's a cheap way to make something seem scary, whether it is or not.
It depends. If it's all that they're going to do, then it's annoying. But I don't mind like a one where it's kind of like, oh Jesus, because then it's kind of funny. Cause immediately, for God's sake.
It can be, yes, I agree. But I prefer like a slow burn kind of creep. If you ever have a chance to watch the original The Haunting movie, there are no jump scares, but it's very creepy. That one was made back in the 60s. I think it's black and white. And I don't care for that story, but they did a pretty good job. I'm pretty sure 2 dudes were just planning to kill her in the Blair Witch Project because they were acting hella sus. No, Blair Witch Project was supposed to be supernatural. There was those noises in the woods, which were kind of cool. You just heard it sounded like somebody was just beating like big sticks together. Have you seen it, Abby? Did you ever see Blair Witch?
No, I played the game briefly.
It's not that good. It's kind of creepy in a few spots, and that's about it. There's some other times when they see stuff and they're like, what is that? But they don't get the camera on it. So it's a little...
A couple of good scares in Phasmophobia are when you're using the spirit box and you're speaking to them and you go, where are you? And you can hear behind you that it says here, but then you can also see that the spirit box knows that it said here and it's transcribed it. And then you get the jump scare of the guy going here, and you're like, but then you're like, the spirit box has heard it. It's near you, because it only works in a specific radius. So you're like, get away, get away. So it's kind of like, you get the good jump scare, and then you're like, you're creeped out, because you're like, it's here, it just said it's here, go away. and then it starts a hunt, and you're like, I've never
Yeah, but
watched
the
a good
hunt-
horror film.
You've never seen a good horror film?
No. It's always been like a generic, oh, there's a monster coming. Oh, there's a scary thing. But it's never done well enough where it's creepy. It's just feels like...
Alright, I got a film for you. The Uninvited,
Mm.
which was made in 1944, I believe. And it's ghosts. It's a ghost story, but it's also a mystery. Because you have to try to figure out what's actually going on. And nobody wants to talk about what happened. And I thought that was very well done. It's also got some romance because Ray Milland is trying to hook up with this 18-year-old. He's like 40, so that doesn't bother you. He's a handsome man. He is a handsome man. I'll give him that.
Depends how it's written.
He's very sweet about it and very cute, and he's not creepy. So if you have a chance to watch it, I think you'd enjoy it. But some of the ghost scenes, the book's really good too. Actually, it's based on a book. He goes away to London because it takes place in England. There's an old house that he and his sister want to buy, and they purchase it. And then he goes back to London, but when he comes back and he goes to bed that night, he starts hearing somebody crying in the house, like sobbing. Like, and he goes out on the landing, and he's looking down at the dark downstairs, you know.
Oh,
And-
Christ. That's saying it. Oh, God,
What?
go on.
What's the matter?
I hate the way it's like, oh, looking down the landing, because it's like, for starters, something's either going to run up or downstairs at you.
No, there's no jump
It's
scares
dark
in this
and then it's
movie.
got...
There are 0 jump scares. I'll throw that out right now. And his sister comes out. I'm just going to tell you about this little scene because it is a really neat mystery, and it is hard to figure out what's happening. And I figured it out very shortly before they told. There's a Ouija board scene. It's very creepy, and the actors are just so good. But his sister comes out and she says, oh, I'm getting a little shivers just talking about this. She says, yes, I've heard it every night. It's everywhere but nowhere. And because he's like, where's it coming from? She goes, if wherever you look for it, it's not there. And just very, very eerie. It's an eerie movie. But no, nothing comes up the stairs or goes down the stairs or anything like that. It does have a happy ending. It's a 1940s. It was made during the war, I think in 44, and I believe it was made in England. And it's a really good movie. And then what they do too is they kind of fuck with you in that the nighttime scenes are creepy, but then the daytime scenes are like Ray Milland and this young woman. Who's one of the main characters, they go sailing, you know, and it's just cute. He bunks his head, and they're just having a good time as they're kind of courting. And or she wants to, or she's sneaking to the house because her mother lived there or whatever, and you know, dodging her dad who doesn't want her to go to the house because her dad apparently knows some of the stuff that's going on and is terrified of it. And I don't know, it's just overall it's just a wonderful movie. I've got it on DVD. It's probably actually on YouTube or something. But if you look up The Uninvited 1944, I think it was 1944. Here, I'm going to look it up right now.
Ahmed said to try Hereditary. Hereditary was not scary. It was kind of boring.
Psychological horror drama. Scoti says House 2 is his favorite horror movie. House 2. Oh, hey, here's another one.
I also saw that one.
Boop.
I know. YouTube open. Oh, have you got it?
Another guy to report. Boom, he's gone. I don't know if it'll block him, but whatever. I'm betting it's the same person
Also,
who's changing their name.
Yeah, it also doesn't make any sense.
What?
Like, I get it, but no one says it like that.
No, they're trying to get you to say it so it sounds kind of like something like that. It's the same guy. I'm sure it's the same person doing it over and over and over. House 2. What was House 2? I don't remember that one. Oh, yeah, The Uninvited, 1944. Oh, maybe it's not online. Full movie, The Uninvited, Part 1. Daily Motion has it. That's a terrible, terrible site. It's so awful. But anyway, we're at 5:30. My pizza, the oven's going to be beeping here in momentarily. Matt says, yo, bruv. Hereditary I've never seen. I don't know anything about it. Let's go up here.
We're good.
Huh? Wait, what? Up, up.
I said it's not very good.
Okay. Alright, we'll set our spawn here. Can we sleep at night? So I think we are going to end the stream. Thanks for joining, Abby. Always enjoy
No
talking to you.
probs. Been a while.
I know, right? Well, you've always been busy. These things happen. Okay, so that's our stream. We didn't get much done. We just made that little boardwalk there. I got to try to figure out what I'm going to build there. Matt says, it made you feel more uneasy than scared, I guess. I'm not a big fan of psychological horrors. Is there a monster or some kind of creature in it? Or is it just like... or a villain?
There's some sort of... God, how do I remember it? Something kind of exists. And it's just kind of like... the kind of one where you see it in mirrors. Or
Okay.
you think it's there, you turn around and it's not there. But
It's
it's
a
actually done
tragedy.
things.
I hate tragedies.
It's not great. It wasn't even scary.
Everybody at the end dies or something horrible happens to them.
You know when you kind of like...
This family haunted by a mysterious presence after the death of their secretive grandmother. What was that one about the lady in the window? That came out a
Woman in
few years
Black?
ago. What was it?
The Woman in Black?
I bet it was.
I've not seen it, so I don't know.
I haven't either. I just
With
remember
Daniel Radcliffe?
seeing the ads. Looked kind of creepy. Woman in Black. That might be it. That's probably it.
Gun.
Alright. Well, we're ending the stream here. Hey. Did he do something wrong? His name was Profane. And he tries to get... He comes in trying to get you to say his name. So you're saying something unappealing. His first name was... Let's see if I can find it.
Suck my.
No, I hate Nick Gers, which turns into a racist statement. I'm pretty certain it's the same guy, because this is like the third or fourth time someone's come in here with a name like that.
Yeah.
And I say most everybody's names, and I read the chat quite a bit, so... obviously, this is... I'm guessing it's the same person changing his YouTube name and then coming back.
I think so.
So... or something like that. And so if somebody comes in with a name like that, today at least, then they're just gone. Babylonian God. Is that what the heredity is? A Babylonian God?
No, I don't know what Babylonian means.
Babylonian? Babylon. Babylon is an ancient civilization.
Oh, then no, it's not.
It's a cult of sorts, says it. Anyway, so we're going to end the stream. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and chatted. I didn't get much done today, but that's okay. I got to try to get over to where I can stop the stream. Ah, we're here. We did it. So, Abby, and thanks, Abby, for coming in to chat with me. I enjoyed that very much.
No
as
problem.
always.
Thanks for hearing me thirst over Eda the Owl Lady.
She's awesome. They've written her so well. She's not real,
She
though,
can
Abby.
get it.
Remember that.
Oh, I know.
Don't break your heart.
It's already broken.
Oh. All right, so everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all next time. That's it. Say goodbye.
Bye. I got a burp.